in my size. I can't find them online for anywhere less than $200, and I got them used for $16. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Just got a kind of a quick one here today, kind of an unexpected video today. Some kind of industrial noise in the background there. So I'm just on the trail. I'm actually like on the end of one part of the trail here. Figured it was a good chance to kind of stop and give some thoughts. As you can tell from the title, I'm actually doing kind of a review and an impression on an ASICS shoe today, which, what? I'm a Saucony guy. I mean, what am I doing wearing an ASICS shoe? Well, I was thrifting yesterday, as we do often. Happened to go into a secondhand store and found a pair of ASICS, the Gel-Nimbus 21, for $16. Now, they are used, they are secondhand, but there's minimal wear on the outsole. They still feel super comfortable and everything else. I'm really close to a main road here, so sorry for the noise, but I mean, okay, so these shoes are barely worn, it feels like. You know, like there's got to be a couple 100 kilometers of life in these left over, at least. And yeah, the Nimbus 21 still is retailing new here in Canada for $200. So for me to pick one up, even if they're at half-life, for $16, and actually they're a size over what I would normally wear in a Saucony, and I don't know if ASICS generally runs a little bit different, but I've got them tied really tight with the runner's knot, and I have kind of long, narrow, bird-like triangular feet. So I think that, you know, going a size up and just tying it down really well is actually not a bad thing. You know, it actually feels really good. So I'm out here, I've done 4K so far, and wow, these just feel super comfortable. But, okay, I've got some traffic here, both foot and road. I'm gonna get back on my run and talk about it a little bit more when I'm done, which will be 8K or 5 miles. All right, so done the run, obviously. It's actually the next day, the next morning. Just had some other things going on and didn't get a chance to finish up the video, but I'm doing it today. So here we go, the ASICS Nimbus 21. And so I gotta say, this shoe, again, is in a size bigger than I normally get. And I took a chance on that because when I tried it on in the store and I laced it up real tight, I thought, wow, you know what? This could work as a nice easy day shoe. Even if it's a little bit loose, it feels nice and comfortable. And I'm gonna take a chance on it, and it worked. So I normally wear a size 8.5 or a 9, and I got these in a 10. Again, I only paid $16 for them, so if it didn't work out for me, if it was just too big, you know, fine, right? Like, I wouldn't be out much, and I know somebody who would have taken them off my hands, I'm sure. But what's interesting about it is that in a size 9, these, well, first of all, the specs for these ASICS Nimbus, they're a 10 mil offset, heel to toe offset, which is more than I'm used to. I run in the rides, and those are all like, you know, 8. And then I've got Convaras coming, and I've got the Mad River Trail shoes from Saucony as well, which are a 4 mil drop. So I'm not used to a 10. That's pretty high. But I noticed that that's actually really comfortable for a nice, easy run. They are a heavy shoe. These are, for a men's 9, these are 10.5 ounces for a men's US 9. So in a 10, you know, you got to think these are probably 11.2, 11.3 ounces or something like that. So that's 1.5 ounces heavier than my Ride ISO 2s, which, you know, are my everyday neutral trainer and whatever, right? But you know what? These didn't feel clunky. They didn't feel heavy on the feet. And I don't know if it's because they're just like pretty plush. Like I found them a lot softer of a ride than, you know, the Sauconys that I run in. But I like that about the Sauconys, so that's not a knock on the Sauconys. I like a firm ride because I like having that nice ground feel. But these really did feel like running on a cloud, you know, these ASICs. And which, you know, I know the Nimbus, the Cumulus, these are all cloud names. And so it makes sense that it feels like running on a cloud. But, you know, I have to say, I don't know if it's the flight foam, you know, midsole there, or what it is. But this just worked for me. This shoe just really did work for me. And so I got out there and I did my 8K, the last 4K at like, you know, it was still within my easy running zone. It was like a 520 to 525 kind of kilometer pace, which is, I don't know, it's like 8:45 mile or something. And, you know, that's definitely still within my like easy running zone, but it's getting on the faster side of it. It's not, you know, really close to a tempo pace, but I mean, you know, it's definitely not like 6 minute kilometer, nice long run pace or something like that. So it felt pretty easy, and, you know, I wasn't pushing at all. I didn't feel like I had to like really put a lot of energy into my stride to get anything back. So I was getting a nice plush feel, but like a good amount of return as well. And it just floating along. So I definitely see these. And again, I mean, being a used shoe, being like, you know, they've got a bit of wear, but I mean, I think they've still got, I don't know, after yesterday's run, I'm thinking these still have a couple 100 kilometers worth of running in them at least. And so to get them for 16 bucks, again, that's a steal. I'm going to just throw these in on easy days, you know, like I will probably reach for these as often as I reach for my Ride 9s and Ride 10s that have a couple 100 miles on them now, that are just kind of there for my easy days, recovery days, and whatever. I'm thinking that the rides that I have, I'll just use, you know, because they've got like 320, 330 kilometers on them. Typically, I've just been using them on non-workout days or just, you know, throwing them in wherever. But I feel like if maybe after a hard workout or something, maybe like on Wednesday runs, after I do like a Tuesday workout, and, you know, between a Tuesday and a Thursday workout, maybe I just need that extra plush ride on a Wednesday where I'm just going out and logging easy miles, I might reach for this shoe. It's a good recovery shoe for sure. This is not going to be a race shoe. I mean, yeah, you can race in any shoe, obviously, but like for me, I realize and I recognize that's not going to be for me, unless maybe I was getting into like, you know, longer distances again, and I thought that I might want the comfort over performance sort of deal, like just to make it through a distance. But I think there are better shoes for that anyway. But yeah, anyway, so just very, very impressed with this. Very impressed with, number one, the price. I mean, these are still selling for $200 new in Canada, unless you can just get them on a certain site where, you know, you might luck out in your size and get them for cheaper. But in my size, I can't find them online for anywhere less than $200, and I got them used for 16. So obviously I'm happy with that, but it actually did exceed my expectations in just about every way. I couldn't think of anything that felt off or weird, even being a size up from what I would normally wear. I think that actually just added to the comfort. It just let my foot, you know, just be more comfortable even and just float along. So yeah, okay, well, hey, like I said, I'm a Saucony guy, but these ASICS Nimbus, I would keep an eye out for these. And I think that if I ever see these on clearance, you know, if I can get them online for like, you know, a new pair for like $100 or something, or under $100. I like trying to get like a year or two older model, and I typically buy my shoes for like $60, $70, $80 Canadian online, and it's pretty easy to do that if you're just kind of like waiting and shop around. So but anyway, if I see a pair of these online for around that price, I would definitely pick them up. So, okay, well, there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Never thought I'd be doing an ASICS review and first impression video, but here we are. So what are your thoughts on all of this? Do you ride in ASICS? Do you ride in Saucony? Do you think I'm a brand trader? Let me know down in the comments. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.